G'day guys, Joel here from Measure Gaming. Today I am joined by Cameron. How you going, mate?
Good, yourself?
Yeah, good. We've got a 2K game for you today. Ironjawz versus, what legion are you?
Blood.
Legion of Blood. Ooh, look at that. This is what the table looks like. We're playing Escalation. And I'm just going to go through my army real quick. So running Ironjawz today. We've got, just regular Ironjawz. No bloody... no like Iron Suns or anything. He's my general. Can't remember what he's got. I know he's got Ethereal Amulet, and he's got Brutish Cunning. Right, that's his command trait. And then he is a Weirden for his mount trait. And then we've got Gorjak, so he's just the one which has a bit of converting onto him, and he's going to be a Fasten. And then we've got two War Chanters. One's got Killer Beat and one's got Fix and Beat. And then we've got a, what's the battalion? Iron Fist. The good one, Iron Fist. So 3 units of 3 pigs and a unit of 5 Ardboys. I think there's an extra command point in there. Comes to 1990, I think. And Cam, do you want to just talk me through what's in your army, mate?
Running a Death March made up of a White King, 10 Graveguard, 2 units of 20 Skellies, unit of 10, 10 Black Knights.
Yep.
Prince Dry and a...
Ethereal Vlodster.
Yeah.
Lovely. Cool. Alright, we're going to roll off the sides. Cam's going to put his grave sites down and we'll be back after deployment. Alright guys, this is what deployment looks like. Nice stock standard for Ironjawz. 5 boys up the front there. Pigs, War Chanter, then the 2 boys at the back. Much the same for Cam's deployment too, because escalation really controls or dictates where all your shit has to go. So off the centre objectives, like behemoths have to be more than 24 away, unless if they're battle line. Battle line can go 9 away, so on and so forth. So that's what it looks like. What we're going to do is, I'm going to tell Cam to go downstairs or something for a second. We're just going to talk some tactics, and then we will get into the game. Rightio, guys. So, I don't know what to expect from this game. I'm not a really good Ironjawz player, but we'll see what we can do. It's going to be an interesting dynamic, actually, because we've both got 2 big scary monsters. He's obviously got way more bodies, which is a huge benefit to this battle plan. Considering you can only score 12 as well on this battle plan, trying to get scoring early is big, but you don't want to sort of overextend yourself to cover all 3. But if you can get those points, then you may as well do it. So what he's done is he's got, I'm guessing, these 20 here are going to sort of shift off over there, screen off the knights. Excuse me. These guys here will probably go into the middle, which means that the 10 Graveguard and then 10 more warriors are going to protect this flank. Then his big boys up the back can go wherever they want to. These guys are going to try and come and flank me, I would imagine. But what I'm going to do instead is just send these 3 up over to here. I reckon they can deal with some fucking skeletons pretty easily, especially with a War Chanter buff. But I'm going to hold back for a turn because you can't score turn 1. But so they're basically going to go over yonder. Basically, unit of pigs on each, sort of just to help the grind. And then I've got the 2 floating crushers as well. I reckon. I don't know what to expect. It should be fun. Gonna break a lot of bones, I'd imagine, but I reckon I'm gonna get ripped a new one as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. I do have some commanding terrain just here, which my general was just able to get onto, which is nice. So I'll start off the game with 3 command points, and I've got 2 free Mighty Destroyers, so I can really get around the table when I need to. But that's it from me. I'll hand it over to Cam.
Hi guys, Cameron here, playing Skellies against Joel. Game plans are hopefully to just clog up objectives with all my Skellies. Hopefully they don't disappear. I'm gonna just try and pick things off with me zombie dragons and me knights. Hopefully gonna try and stay away from these cabbages. They're a bit nasty. Not a whole lot of a big game plan ready to go, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Rightio guys, you've heard what we're going to do. You've seen us deploy and all that. Cam, you outdropped me by 2, so who's going first?
I think I'm going to give it to you.
Alright mate, best of luck. Let's have some fun. It's going to be the end of my turn 1, very uneventful. Basically, I destroyed these guys up and moved them just so they can potentially countercharge over there if they need to. Everything else here just sort of moved up. Gordrak's just moved to the left a little bit. Over here, Maya destroys these pigs up. Then this Mega Boss flew in behind them. War Chancer. Then the Ard Boys are just there as bait, really. So that's going to be that, and we're going to go into Cam's turn 1. Just Cam's hero movement phase. He got quick blood off on himself. He failed Mystic Shield, and then everything else has just sort of moved up twice because of Death March. And you're going to do some charges, so we'll be back after combats. Guys, so Cam failed the charge with these 20. He made the charge with this 20 here, into here. He killed 1.5 Ard Boys, and then I killed 1 skeleton. Now we've got to roll for priority. I get a 4, Cam gets a 6. Uh-oh, double turn for death. Yeah, no worries. Guys, just up to Cam's charges now. What happens? Mystic Shield went off on the Ethereal Velocita. Did Vordry get his spell off? He cast Bolt Transference, didn't he? So he did a couple of mortals to the Yard Boys there, and then he did 6 mortals to them with his shooting attack. These guys over here, they just decided instead of going over here to the Ethereal Maw Crusher and the 2 damaged pigs, that they're going to come and shut off my battalion, which is kind of fair enough. Then these guys are now free to charge if they want to. Over here, he shot at these guys, he did 2 wounds, and everything else here is just sort of moved up. Something that I forgot to mention too, this guy's artifacts, he's done now 2 mortals to Gordrak, and yeah, that's that. So we're going to go into charges now, and we're back after combats. Alright, end of Cam's turn. What happened? Charged in over here into the pigs with the Graveguard and the Vamp Lord. Over here, these Skellies, and then the Knights made it in. Well, you activated the Knights first. You did like 3 wounds to these pigs. I then activated these pigs over here and killed your Graveguard. Smashing and bashing, did fuck all with these guys. And then he took off the unit of pigs. And then the Skellies did 1 more wound. So yeah, Cam's going to score 2 points. And I'm actually going to capture this one, because it's the end of your turn, I'm within 6. Yep. Which is good, because I don't have to stand there anymore. And then it's going to be my turn too. So we'll be back just before charges. Just before I do some charges, what happened? I used my free Mighty Destroyers from these guys on Gordrak, who then charged into the Skellies and killed 2 with his mortal wounds. Who then, he got +1 damage as well from the War Chanter, who then retreated over to here, so he got to go 18 inches. And now it means he also gets to pile in 3 inches because he's made a charge move this turn. So there's some fancy little tech for you. Over here, didn't Mighty Destroyers. He's just moved up with +1 damage. He's going to go punch Vordry out of the sky, hopefully. These pigs moved up to put some damage onto these Knights. And then the War Chanter's just sort of retreated around the pigs. So back. We're going to do some combats and charges, and we'll be back. Anyway, guys, it's the end of the turn. So what happened? Firstly, I punched Vordry off the table with my general, quite convincingly. These guys here, between the 2 units of pigs, they killed 4 Knights, and 1's taken a wound. The Skellies ripped down then 1 more guy. Pig there took 3 wounds from the Knights. Over here, Gordrak piled in. We just took the guy off the table, and he just stayed outside of 3 of them. Unfortunately, since I could only pile in the 3, I couldn't get the Skellies as well. So then these guys piled in at the end here and did 2 wounds to my Ethereal Megaboss. So much for that artifact. But I'm just going to score the 1 from over there from the pigs holding it from Cam's turn. We're going to roll for priority. Let's see if Ironjawz can get a double turn here. I get a 4. Cam gets a 6 again. Fuck's sake. Yeah, of course you're taking it. We'll be back after some stage of his turn. Not much happened in the hero phase. Movement phase, basically they stood still. He moved around, then he brought back his Graveguard with his command point. Gravesite wise, he just got 1 Knight back, and he just made the charge with him into Gordrag. So let's see what happens. But yeah, guys, end of Kam's turn. Gordrag's dead. He had no hope against the Velociter. Over here, this guy killed the 20 quite easily, and then over here, he only killed one pig, but then with neg 2, neg 1 from Legion of Blood, neg 1 from the banner, I rolled a 6, and then the pigs died. I've got no CP to spend, so then over here, he's got 4 wounds on him, so I've still got my 2 free CP, which is all right. So anyway, we need to. Kam's going to score only 1 point this turn, I think, because they're going to be out, and so is he. So I actually gain control of the middle one as well this turn somehow, and yeah, cool. All right, go into my turn, see if we can have an ethereal dragon off. Guys, end of my turn. What did I do? He got +1 damage on him. I spent my destroyers. Well, he's 3 Mighty Destroyers to charge the skellies that were there, did 2 mortal wounds. He then retreated out over to here and then killed off the Graveguard after a piling. These guys, they killed off the last knight and then the last 2 skellies as well. So I'm going to score 2 points, so it's going to be 3 all, I think, because you scored 2 and then 1, and yeah, so it'll be 3 all going into turn 4 priority roll. Still got our 2 ethereal dragons on the table. Can I win one? I get a 1. No. Fuck's sake. Yeah. Alright, Kam's going to have a turn. We'll be back. Well, Kam charges. What happened? Moved this guy over here. He then brought back 20 skellies, which he strung out from this gravesite to be within 6 of that objective and 6 of this objective. He shot off a pig and did 3 wounds to my Iron Fist leader. Iron Fist, whatever the fuck the battalion is. And now he's going to charge me. So he's going to score 3 this turn, which is going to hurt, and I'm going to lose some more of my shit. So we'll be back after combat. Oh, fuck. So he only had the 1 CP, which he used to score the objectives with, which is smart, but then he rolled a 3-inch charge, which he can't re-roll now. So it's going to go, Kam's going to score 3, so it'll be 6 to 3, and we're going to go into my turn. So just before I do some charges, this is what the table's looking like. This guy got Mighty Destroyed by him to charge him, so then he could get in range of him to add +1 damage. He then moved up, he shot at these skellies and took 2 out. These guys are moving up to hopefully get a charge over to here and potentially block off that gravesite. So we're going to be, well, we'll be back after combat. Alright, end of my turn. What happened? Megaboss came in, the War Chanter came in, other War Chanter got eaten by skellies. This guy took a couple of wounds, did 8 wounds in total to this Vampire Lord on Zombie Dragon. My guy didn't fail a save, he still just got his 2 taken from earlier in the game. He doesn't get extra attacks or anything though from that combat phase, but he's on +4 at the moment, so that's fine. So I score 1, which puts me on 4 to your 6. I need this priority roll to have a chance of being able to fucking win, okay? So if I can win at least 1, I'll be really happy. I go 5. Fuck. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, you get the fucking priority because you went first, didn't you?
Yeah.
God damn it. All right, we're going to keep playing anyway because it's fun. All right, end of Kam's turn 5. He's going to score another 2 points, which is going to push him out to 8 to my 4, which means I can't win the game, which is fine, but we are going to play my last turn because I want to fucking kill this cunt. All right, so what happened in this turn? He killed the War Chanter. He did 4 wounds to my Maw Crusher. My Maw Crusher did 6 to him. He only did 1 wound to the pig, who then killed 4 in return. So we're going to go into my turn 5. Alright guys, that's the end of the game. So what happened? He used his brutish cunning, whatever the fuck it is, the trait, to then pile and attack the Velociter in the hero phase and killed him. And then we charged the Skellies, did a couple of mortals, and then I just did 16 wounds just with his axe. So good game, Kam, as you're packing your models up. How'd you think that went for you?
Oh, much as expected is what I thought it would.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Fucking, yeah, righto. That is savage. How did you, what was your memorable moment there?
Killing Vordry, yeah.
Yeah, mine was killing Vordry just on the charge, just fucking boom. But no, that was a lot of fun. Double cabbage is really fun. And double dragon's pretty fun too, isn't it? Especially one's ethereal and just doesn't fucking die. Yeah. But all I've got to say here is, mate, my guy is better than your guy. Especially when it's the bottom of turn 5, he's got like 10 extra attacks. Makes a bit of a difference, yeah. Glad I didn't get tabled. What do you mean almost? There's like 600 points on the table here, mate.
Half your army, yeah,
yeah,
right.
half the army's on the table. 2 models, I've only got 10. But no, thanks again for the game, mate. That was awesome fun. Final score, I was on 4, so it'd be 6 to 8. So pretty close. Not bad. Alright guys, if you enjoyed watching it, please like and subscribe and fucking whatever other YouTubers tell you to do. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Just don't complain about Slanesh in the fucking comments. Alright, catch us next time.